Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the open elective course for MS semester 1. Course name is Adult Education and the course code is DMAE 105. Course outcomes are CO first is on completion of the course, the student will be understanding concept, scope, need and importance of adult education. CO second is applying different methods of deployment. CO third is analyzing the role of different agencies in population education. CO fourth is evaluating factors affecting population explosion. And the course content are divided into 5 units, whereas unit first, the content of the unit first are need and importance of adult education for the development of an individual for social change. And the second point is National Literacy Mission aims, objectives, and strategies. And the content of the unit second are andragogy, its nature and scope. Basic difference between pedagogy and andragogy. Second point is agencies and organizations. Here, we can discuss about the different types of agencies as per local, state, and central level and their problems. Adult learner and their characteristics, their problems and motivations. Adult teaching and different methods of teaching, role of mass media. Content of the unit third are evaluation techniques for adult learning, adult education, lifelong learning, and continuing education. Third point is adult education and continuing education. Fourth point is lifelong learning, a component of adult education. Fifth point is lifelong learning in ITAs, exploring ICT as a tool. Content of the unit 4 are importance of population education, where we can discuss concept, meaning and objectives of population education, factors affecting population explosion, importance of family life education with reference to effect of population growth on economic development, social development, educational development, environmental and natural resources, health and nutrition. And the second point is symptoms of AIDS, causes, preventions of AIDS, AIDS education, meaning and objectives, the role of different agencies in promoting AIDS awareness education, local, national, and international agencies. Content of the unit fifth are first integration of population concept in different school subjects. And the second point is population education through co-curricular activities. And the third point is the role of the teacher in population education programs. Here we can discuss about the objectives of unit first are after reading this unit, the student will be able to understand the concept and scope of adult education and explain the need and importance of adult education. When we are talking about the adult education, then we can say that adult education is a vital component of lifelong learning, offering mature learners the opportunity to acquire new skills, knowledge, and qualifications that enhance their personal and professional lives. It addresses the unique needs of adults who may be balancing work, family, and other responsibilities, providing flexible and accessible learning options. By fostering continuous learning, adult education helps individuals stay competitive in rapidly evolving job markets, thereby contributing to economic development. Additionally, it plays a crucial role in promoting social inclusion by empowering marginalized groups and enabling them to improve their socioeconomic status. Beyond practical benefits, adult education also supports personal growth, boosting self esteem and critical thinking abilities, ultimately leading to more enriched and fulfilling lives. When we can discuss about the concept of adult education, then we can say that if you can understand the concept adult education better if you first understand the concept adult very clearly. We will therefore focus first on adult. In simple terms, we can define adult as a person who has attained physical, mental, emotional, and social maturity or legal age for marriage or for franchise or voting rights. But can we say for certain that every person who has attained physical maturity only or legal age of adulthood can be considered to be mature adult of that society or country? Or can we say that what is a person will definitely become an adult in terms of maturity? The answer is no. But at the same time, as mentioned the above, we can be sure of one thing that we are all adults with different levels of maturity and belonging to the most significant and productive age group physically, socially, mentally, economically, politically, morally, culturally, and so on. Nevertheless, we need to remember that maturity is an endless process and in general it increases with one's age, experience, and knowledge. In the context of adult education, the concept adult remains inadequately defined because of the multiplicity of criteria used in defining it. The Oxford Advanced Learner Dictionary 1995 defines adults as grown to full size or strength, intellectually and emotionally mature, legally old enough to vote, marry, etc. Various other definitions given by the different adult educationists as for Cameron 1969, Epps 1979, Singhi 1980, Knowles 1980, Legge 1982, Jarvis 1990 have also taken in account different criteria, often two or more, like age, legal or otherwise, experience or maturity, physical, biological, social, psychological, etc. Citizenship with full rights and duties, and so on. Then, adult and continuing education is a field dedicated to the provision of educational opportunities to adults who have completed their initial formal education. It encompasses a wide range of learning activities that occurs outside the traditional schooling systems. Here is a detailed look at its meaning, concept, and scope. First, meaning adult education. That means it refers to any form of learning undertaken by or provided for adults who have left the formal education systems. It is designed to meet the needs of adult learners who may seek to enhance their knowledge, skills, competencies for personal, professional, or societal development. Characteristics of an adult. At this juncture, we need to have a clear understanding of the diverse and comprehensive traits or characteristics by which a person can be called an adult. An adult, therefore, is a person who is of certain age, legal or otherwise, is mature physically, mentally, emotionally, intellectually, and morally, is sensible and has the ability to act rationally and responsibly by understanding his or her own rights and limitations of others, can exercise self control or restrain oneself, education, can focus with partial or full personal sacrifice on public cause of great importance, can make balanced choices in picking and choosing action involving not only gains and pleasure but also loss, danger, and pains. Owns up responsibility for his own action, can get to be a kid, youth, adult, or the old age, and when required and continue to exist as adult. It identifies one's own strengths and weaknesses, acts and reacts with kindness, compassion, and reason, and with long-term perspective, goal towards self-actualization. That means adult education, therefore, from individual to individual and from environment to environment, it can clearly demarcating lines between the childhood when it ends and adulthood when it starts and ends by any one criteria or all criteria together. It is a very difficult task. Thus, adulthood by itself is not definitive because it's continuous transition throughout the life. In this context, we need to consider the questions whether it is essential to have such distinctions between the child and adult as raised by Leggett. It is important for us to recall some action for a few children wherein they reflect maturity of an adult and some action of some adults which reflect immaturity of a child. You can thus see child man or man child in terms of their maturity. I think real adults take responsibility for and clean up their own messes, emotional, domestic, environmental, whatever, unless physically or mentally incapacitated juveniles, whatever their physical is, makes someone else clean up after there. Then we can say that how to become an adult. Here comes the role of education, adult education. Remember that becoming an adult is not a one time affair and it is a lifelong process as it comes mostly from age, observation, experience over the lifetime of an individual. This, this in a nutshell is the crux of adult education. We will now agree that adult education has always been there in every society and country, maybe in different forms. Thus, adult education is not of recent origin but has gained currency in recent times because of its growing need, significance, organized presence, acceptability, and popularity. Every man and woman feels familiar with their own concept of adult education, but when asked to define it, a majority of them feel real difficulty. Don't you also feel so? Perhaps, yes. So, what then is adult education? Misconceptions about adult education in the developing countries where illiteracy is a major problem. The meaning of the term adult education is widely misconceived only as adult literacy, that is, something to do with imparting of only literacy to adults. Thus, it is not surprising that in practice too, adult education is to more often referred to as adult literacy in developing countries. Literacy generally refers to reading, writing, and arithmetic skills of a person with understanding in the language he or she normally speaks or uses. In fact, adult education is literacy plus many other things. It includes the development of functionality and awareness in relation to various different aspects of life. Another misconception is whether adult education comes under formal education systems, school, college, university, etc., or under non-formal education system that is outside the formal education system or under both. Surely, the scope of adult education is very wide and includes both the systems and more. Its activities range from leisure time spent in a reading to attending classes as remedial learning, from learning literacy to achieving or acquiring a formal certificate, a diploma, or a university degree, from learning on the job to freelance learning, etc. So, different people in different countries have called adult education by different names such as liberal education, basic education, remedial education, vocational education, or vocational education, literacy education, continuing education, lifelong education, and so on. But the term adult education has, in fact, become a generic or more common term to mean and include a wide range of things for adults. Nevertheless, adult education has currently come into wide use throughout the world. Yet the concept is among the most problematic ones in the field. Therefore, Sharon and Phyllis are right when they say it is rare to come upon a single sentence that will do justice to the full range of the phenomenon of adult education or that will satisfy the many different kinds of practitioners who call themselves adult educators. This is so because all these practitioners feel that this need not be considered a problem at all. Although different countries use different terms, adult education has been recognized as an acceptable term for many. As mentioned above, the term adult education has been used to refer different things in different countries. For instance, it is used to refer to liberal education for adults in the United Kingdoms, whereas in the United States it has the wider connotation of education of adults, whether it be vocational or otherwise. In India, the popula- populace has widely misconceived it as literacy education for adults, according to old people, because of the magnitude of literacy. The government's literacy drives are also concentrated more on eradication of illiteracy. Government of India has also called it by different names at different times: community education, adult literacy, adult education, workers education, etc. As early as 1952, UNESCO had stated in its International Directory of Adult Education that in essence, adult education is so closely related to the social, political, economic, geographic, and cultural condition of each country that no uniform or precise definition can be arrived at. As Agarwal 1989 rightly points out, adult education cannot be explained or understood in a vacuum. It has to seen in the cultural context and in the nature of the activity. Added to this, the concept is expressed through different terms: adult education, education of adults, education for adults. One may wonder whether they mean one and the same or are they different. Adult education has been variously defined by different people and institutions. It is more useful for us to have a look at a few definitions quoted and analyzed by Lakshmi Reddy from different viewpoints. According to him, some have defined it as education that starts at a particular stage or level of education. According to Lindemann, 1961, adult education, more accurately defined, begins where vocational education leaves off. Adult education offers some who were not privileged a last chance to learn. Some feel a need for training in basic skills of learning, so they enroll for learning reading, writing, and arithmetic. If we examine this definition, we will find the following essential elements that characteristics it. First one is it is post vocational education, and the second one is it is education for the deprived classes, and the third one is it is training in basic skills for learning, that is literacy. When we are talking about the continuing education, a term arising from a radical shift of emphasis for the post-school sectors, it disintegrates the boundaries between education and training or between vocational and general adult education in a comprehensive, integrated system of continuing education. The term emphasizes a vocation as integrated within adult education rather than as separate from it. This is the unique feature of the more contemporary continuing professional development, which has moved beyond the narrow boundaries of the earlier continuing education concept. The concept of adult and continuing education is grounded in the principles of lifelong learning, where education is viewed as a continuous process that extends beyond traditional schooling years. Here, four key aspects include in these terms. First one is lifelong learning. Second one is flexibility. Third one is diverse learning context. And fourth one is learner centered approach. Lifelong learning. That means it recognizes that learning is a continuous process that spans on an individual's entire life, accommodating personal, professional, and civic growth. Flexibility. Adult and continuing education programs are often flexible in terms of scheduling, format, and delivering methods to accommodate the diverse needs of adult learners. Third one is diverse learning contexts. It includes formal, non-formal, and informal learning environments. This could range from structured course at educational institutions to community workshop, online courses, and self-directed learning activities. Learner-centered approach. Programs are typically designed with a focus on the needs, experiences, and goals of adult learners, promoting active engagement and practical application of knowledge. Scope of adult and continuing education. The scope of adult and continuing education is broad and encompasses a variety of educational activities, including but not limited for as for first one is vocational training, second one is professional development, third one is basic education and literacy, fourth one is higher education, fifth one is personal enrichment, sixth one is community education, seventh one is corporate training, and eighth one is online and distance learning. When we are talking about the vocational training, then we can discuss about the vocational training is provides specific skills and knowledge required for particular occupations. This includes technical trainings, apprenticeships, and certifications programs. Second one is professional development. It focuses on enhancing skills and knowledge relevant to a professional context. It includes workshops, seminars, and courses designed for career advancement and skill upgrading. Basic education and literacy. It offers fundamental foundational education and literacy programs for adults who missed out on basic schooling. It includes adult basic education, GED preparation, and ESL English as a second language courses. Next, higher education. It enables adults to pursue college degrees or advanced academic qualifications. Many institutions offer evening or online programs to cater to working adults. Personal enrichment. It includes courses and activities aimed at personal growth and enrichment, such as art, music, languages, fitness, and hobby related classes. Community education. It involves educational programs and activities designed to benefit the community. This can include health education, financial literacy, and civic engagement initiatives. Corporate training. It companies often provide continuing education opportunities for their employees to improve skills, adapt to new technology, and stay competitive in the job market. Online and distance learning. The The proliferation of digital technologies has expanded the scope of adult and continuing education to include a wide array of online courses and distance learning opportunities, making education more accessible. Importance. Economic development. It enhances the skill set of the workforce, which is essential for economic growth and competitiveness. Social inclusion provides opportunity for marginalized groups to improve their education and socio-economic status. Personal development. It encourages individuals to pursue their interests and passions, leading to a more fulfilling life. Adaptability. It helps individuals keep pace with rapid technological advancements and changes in the job market. Adult and continuing education is an essential component of modern education systems, reflecting the dynamic and lifelong nature of learning in a rapidly changing world. Need and importance of adult education for the development of an individual for social change. Adult education plays a critical role in the development of individuals and the promotion of social change. Its importance can be understood through its various impacts on personal growth, social inclusion, economic development, and civic participation. Here is an in depth look at the need and importance of adult education for individual development and social change. Here, we can discuss about the need and importance of adult education. First one is personal and professional development, skill enhancement. Adult education provides opportunities for individuals to acquire new skills or improve existing ones, which is crucial for personal and professional growth. Second one is career advancements. By obtaining further education and training, adults can enhance their job prospects, achieve promotions, and increase their earning potentials. Third one is self-actualization. It allows individual to pursue personal interests and goals, leading to greater self-satisfactions and fulfillment. Second point is economic development. Workforce competitiveness. A well-educated workforce is more adaptable and capable of meeting the demands of a dynamic job market. Adult education helps in reskilling and upskilling the labor force. Productivity. Educated individuals are generally more productive and innovative, contributing positively to the economy. Entrepreneurship. It fosters entrepreneurial skill and knowledge, enabling individuals to start and manage their business effectively. Social inclusion and equity. Reducing inequality. Adult education provides opportunities for marginalized and disadvantaged groups to improve their socio-economic status, thus reducing social inequalities. Empowerment. It empowers individuals by providing them with the knowledge and skills needed to make informed decisions and take control of their lives. Access to opportunities. Enhance. It enhances access to further education, better jobs, and other opportunities that contribute to a higher quality of life. Civic participation and social change. We can categorize into three categories: informed citizenship, community development, and promoting values. First one is informed citizenship. Educated individuals are more likely to participate in civic activities, understand their rights and responsibilities, and contribute to the democratic process. Second one is community development. Adult education programs often include community-oriented projects that foster a sense of community and encourage collective action for social improvement. Third one is promoting values. Education promotes values such as tolerance, equality, and respect for diversity, which are essential for social cohesion and harmony. Fifth point is health and well-being. Health and well-being can be discussed into two further subpoints. First one is health literacy and second one is mental health. Health literacy, that means education improves individuals' understanding of health information, leading to better health decisions and outcomes. And second one is mental health. Engaging in learning activities can enhance mental well-being, reduce stress, and prevent in cognitive decline. Role in social change. Adult education is a powerful tool for social change, contributing in several ways. First one is breaking the cycle of the poverty. By providing education and skills training, adult education helps individuals escape poverty and improves the economic prospects of future generation. Second point is gender equality. It promotes gender equality by providing educational opportunity to women, thereby empowering them and enabling their full participation in social and economic activities. Third one is cultural and social awareness. It fosters an understanding of different cultures and social issues, promoting inclusivity and reducing prejudice and discrimination. Fourth one is environmental awareness. Adult education can raise awareness about environmental issues and sustainability, encouraging individuals to adopt environmentally friendly practice and advocate for policy changes. And the fifth point is innovation and adaptability. It encourages lifelong learning, which is essential in a rapidly changing world. Educated individuals are better equipped to adapt to new technology and societal changes. Hence, we can conclude that the need and importance of adult education cannot be overstated. It is a vital component in the development of individuals and the promotion of social change. By enhancing personal skills, fostering economic development, promoting social inclusion, and encouraging civic participation, adult education creates a more informed, skilled, and equitable society. Its contribution to breaking the cycle of poverty, promoting gender equality, raising cultural and environmental awareness, and fostering innovation make it indispensable for individual and societal progress.